Hello Sag, welcome to your reading for December. Happy birthday. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm primarily a love reader. That's what I'm going to focus on. If anything else pops up, I will address it, of course. Now, I'm going to be freestyling your tarot spread, starting off with some oracle cards. Towards the end of the reading, I will be rolling some dice to get initials and sun signs and angel numbers for you. So make sure you stick around for that. We have tranquility. Beautiful. In thy womb of blissful quieting and calming stillness lives the world of worlds, spellbound to the silence. Quiet. There's a whole lot of quiet. And we have crone, and she's been showing up a lot for a lot of the signs. Thy wisdom befriends the honor in which weaves within blood, a heroing call from the depths of your sacredness. Quiet that is leading to wisdom, quietening your mind, quietening your environment. It can be a very busy time of the year. It can be, if you whether you celebrate Christmas or you don't, we are still approaching the winter solstice. And when there's a lot of darkness around us, as human beings, it's natural for us to want to move to the light, to create more light, to create more activity, right? So we don't fall into despair. But I feel like you're leaning towards the opposite. You're leaning more towards silence. And as a Cancer sun, I love that, but I'm not sure you do. We will see. The crone as an archetype is very wise. This is the hermit and the high priestess and even the empress all rolled into one for me. This is someone who has reached the pinnacle of awareness. There's almost a hibernation that I'm seeing here. We have the Queen of Swords. I'm also seeing a little bit of coldness, regardless of gender. The Queen of Swords is someone who has been through hell and back. It is someone who has allowed the trials of life to harden her. So now it's almost like there's no room for bullshit. You're just asking for the truth and nothing but. The Ten of Wands. The coldness that I was talking about. You can't even muster the strength to light those candles, can you? There's an overburdening here. I almost also feel like you're not allowing other people in. You're not allowing other people to help you. You're carrying all of this by yourself, when you can very easily share the load. The Ten of Cups. I don't know if this is a relationship you're already a part of or it's something that wants to come in for you, but the Ten of Cups is quite the opposite of the Ten of Wands. This is sharing responsibilities. It is sharing love, sharing your heart and your hearth. This is the opposite of, well, I'm not even going to look at that as tranquility. I'm looking at that as isolation. The Eight of Swords. Very similarly to Leo, if you have any Leo placements, maybe don't go watch that reading because I yelled at them. But very much like Leo, I feel like you're stuck in your head, Sag. While you're looking for the truth, I feel like there are way too many truths running around your head. It's like a computer that's been given too many commands. It's eventually going to shut down. I think you have. The computer that has shut down. The devil. They do say that an empty mind is the devil's workshop. I think it's the opposite for you. Your mind is not empty. It's very, very full. And that can lead to the Krampus. It can lead to this devil energy of not letting the light in, because there's so much shadow that you are processing. And sometimes when we are isolated, we forget the difference between being alone and being lonely. Right? You can be alone and still be in a wonderful spirit, in a wonderful state of mind. But when you're lonely, you're most definitely in despair. The Six of Swords. The good thing is you want to get yourself out of this. The good thing is you're not stuck like Leo was. Maybe to an extent you are. The Four of Cups. That steaming cup of hot cocoa or mulled wine, whatever you like to drink, is right there in front of you, but you're so overwhelmed you're not even looking at it. It can bring you warmth, it can bring you joy. You're fire. You're mutable fire, Sag. You're meant to connect with other people. You're meant to have a free spirit and this beautiful drive for adventure and connections. This is not you. I mean, this would apply to me as a Cancer or even as a Pisces, but doesn't apply to you. We have the Page of Pentacles. I like seeing that when I hit a speed bump in a reading, because the Page of Pentacles tells me that you're willing to learn. You're willing to expand your horizons. And we have Sinterklaas. Beautiful. I'm going to pull this card as well because it wanted to come out. This is the Hierophant. This is higher commitment, heightened spirituality. Heightened spirituality. The High Priestess. I was talking about that when the crone showed up. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool, which is the child, but then we have the Four of Cups again. With the Hermit, all the cards that I mentioned when I saw the crone have shown up. You see that childlike wonder, that excitement, that adventure. Ooh, what's going to come down the chimney? You know, that sense of taking a leap and not being afraid. I feel like you may have lost a part of that. You may have lost that part of yourself that is that free spirit. I just had a coughing fit. Someone's throat chakra may need a little bit of work. Balance, which is Temperance. There you are. Sagittarius energy. Whenever I see the Temperance card, I always think of two cups, right? One cup is full of negativity. One is full of positivity. You don't have to choose one or the other. You can combine the two. You can emulsify the two and reach a place of equilibrium and balance and temperance. It's like tempering chocolate, right? Hot chocolate and cold chocolate, bringing them together to get them to room temperature. There's something here about time also. About time not standing still for anybody. So while it's good to be patient and good for things to even themselves out, you have to take action to get to this place. This tranquility may have served you well. But what about the other side of the coin? What about the Ten of Cups? What about commitment? What about family? What about your friends? The North and the South node of the Moon have moved into Aries and Libra respectively. Aries is autonomy, individuality, which is what most of us are leaning towards right now. And I don't blame anybody, right? It's good to feel strong and independent within your own self. But the South node of Libra does not mean eradicating relationships from your life completely, right? It's just reevaluating them. What belongs in your life and what doesn't. What happens when you don't make a decision? Tower moments. The universe hates a stalemate. The Ten of Wands and the Devil is telling me that you are swimming in shadow. You have been swimming in that shadow for way too long. This could be past patterns, past hurts, past betrayal, past relationships that didn't work out, right? And you're secluding yourself. That's not going to do. We're born alone, we die alone, yes, but we're human beings that have been created to connect, to form communities, to introduce love into our lives. The Ace of Cups. It may be staring you in the face. I don't know who this is, but there's someone out there that has a whole lot of love for you. Sag, with the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And I shuffled and it's back. This is someone wanting to come in, but it's like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, that, oh, okay, fine, there's love here, whatever, but it's just going to end in chaos anyway. You're manifesting it. The Page of Swords. While you are busy trying to move away from whatever this is, trying to move forward with your life, there's someone out there who has their eye on you. Now, I don't know if this is someone from the past or it's someone brand new, but someone has their eye on you and they're dying to communicate. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, but you don't want to see it. I'm overwhelmed. I don't want to see it. I'm just going to be the Hanged Man and hang on this tree and not let anyone bother me. And I'm sad. I'm sad. Let me wallow in my misery. Let me drown myself in a pint of ice cream. I yelled at Leo and I'm kind of yelling at you. And I don't like this. I want you to embrace joy, Sag. Why aren't you doing that? I want you to embrace joy. The Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups in one reading. That is very rare. This is on offer. It's on sale for you. Think of this as a Black Friday or a Boxing Day sale. It's on sale. The universe wants you to have this. It wants you to have this joy. It wants you to have this passion. But you're still stuck in past conflict. You're stuck in past conflict. The Ten of Swords. The computer that was overburdened. Can you believe it? You have all the tens in the tarot. You have the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. What is that telling you? It's time to graduate. It is time to graduate, my friend. It's time to graduate. You can't be in this anymore. The heart of your reading is the Tower. The minute you sit still in this tranquil state where you're telling yourself that it's okay for me to isolate and, I'm learning and I'm growing and all of that is great and wonderful. How long are you going to be in that? How long are you going to be in isolation? I should be telling myself this. I've hermitized myself over the last 4 months because I'm dealing with chronic pain every single day. So that's my excuse for not meeting people. That's my excuse for declining invitations. That pain is going to be there whether I go out or I don't. For you, it could be emotional pain. That pain is going to be there whether you invite people in or you don't. Why not give yourself a chance to distract yourself from that pain for just a little bit and invite the joy in? The Queen of Pentacles. What was I clarifying? Right here. The Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Patience. Oh my God, it is 7 a.m. Why are people honking so early in the morning? The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who, I have the Two of Pentacles at the bottom, somebody who is very comfortable in their own company, which is a very healthy form of isolation. But it is also somebody who's very open, right? As Gemma from Gemstone Tarot says, she is the queen of velvet waiting, right? She is content where she is, but she's not saying no to more. She's not saying no to the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. She's inviting that absolute wonderfulness into her life. I'm just going to get one more card. The Knight of Swords. Some of you may be a little cold right now. You may be a little harsh, a little bitter because of past experiences. Don't let that affect your connections, affect your relationships, the world. Could you look at that? Don't allow yourself to be bitter. You are graduating. All those tens, you are completing a chapter out successfully. The pain that you have gone through, it's time to digest it. All right? The Ace of Pentacles. That seed that is going to lead to that big old tree of the Ten of Pentacles is being offered to you by someone with a very high EQ, by someone with a lot of love in their heart. You're showing up as the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. I want that coldness to be removed from your life. If you want to be tranquil, if you want to be isolated, do it if you're feeling like it's good for you to be alone in that moment. But if you're feeling lonely, that's self-inflicted torture. Get out there. Open yourself up. Be vulnerable. If you don't take a chance, how will you ever know? Right? Okay. Let's see what we have. We have Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra. You may have Libra heavily in your chart, but we were talking about the South Node being in Libra, right? Venus is in Libra right now as well. So relationships are going to be highlighted and you're going to have to look at them. You cannot bury your head in the sand like an ostrich. It's not going to work. All right. We have, what is this? I always mess up my symbols. We have Mercury. Mercury is ready to go retrograde very soon. It's already in its pre-shadow period. So this Knight of Swords, this communication can turn into miscommunication. It can turn into a little bit of coldness. It can turn into a little bit of conflict. Temper yourself. Find that balance from within you, right? And then conduct yourself accordingly. And then we have the number 4. You could be seeing 444 a lot. If you are, it is a number of protection, that the universe and your spirit guides are protecting you and guiding you. Listen to them. Listen to that ancestral wisdom inside you even. You too have the crone. You are wise beyond your years. But I feel like if you're not going to be sharing that wisdom, you're not going to absorb it for yourself either, right? And this is house number 4, which is ruled by Cancer. This is the house of literally your home, your family, your connections, where you feel safe. Don't tell yourself you feel safe alone, because that's not how human beings and human relationships can function. I'm not saying build a home in another, right? Build that home within yourself, but allow yourself to share that home with other people. We have the letters T, Z or Z, Y, O, P, J and G. These could be your initials, they could be the initials of the person you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be, but just a special mention for those of you who've seen your initials here today. Alright, Sag, that was it. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.